No rira mai e te tibua mai e te tawhito mai e te kahui nāriki mai e tawhi ki nātua. Oi ka tākina te mauri ko te mauri a hunua ki runa ki nei tau ki runa ki nei tauira. Ia tau te mauri ki roto i tēnei hui huina. E te kunai ro te whai ororo tāne te wai ora tēnei te matatau ki aike. Whakatū tārewa ki te rani, uhi wero tau mai te mauri, haumi e hui e, tai ki e. E noho.
Ka hanunu matangiro, ka hanunu tangataro, ka hanunu iwi kāinga. E nā mana, e nā reo, e nā iwi kāinga, e nā mātea waka, e nā akonga o te hao Māui, no koutou te rā. Tātou e hui mai nei, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora and welcome. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all here to our EIT Hawke's Bay graduation for 2025. I would like to begin by acknowledging our distinguished guests that are joining us here today. The Honourable Catherine Wedd, Member for Tukituki, our guest speaker Olympian Nigel Avery, and our kaumātua Matu Eru. A very warm welcome to EIT's Executive Deans, Dr. Helen Ryan Stewart and Dr. John West, along with members of the EIT Executive, heads of school, and all our dedicated staff. To the mums, dads, sisters, brothers, nanas, granddads, husbands, the wives, uncles, aunties, partners, whānau and friends who are here today to celebrate the achievement of your loved ones, thank you. Your presence today continues the unwavering support that you've provided throughout our graduates' educational journey. For many of our graduates, I'm sure, your being here today means more than the certificate they have earned. Your encouragement has been their foundation. And finally, to the stars of the show. For the very reason we are here, the graduating class of 2024, welcome and congratulations. I'm Glenn Harkness, EIT's Operations Lead, a title not traditionally associated with academics, institutions or ceremonies like this one. Effectively, my role is to lead EI2 through the government's decision to disestablish Te Pūkenga. The establishment, and now the disestablishment of Te Pūkenga, has been widely discussed. However, my purpose here isn't to delve into the politics or policies, but rather to highlight one critical thing. EIT has remained steadfast in its belief that for tertiary and vocational education to thrive, it must serve and reflect the needs of the regions and the people it represents. Having been at EIT long enough to earn an EIT watch, a subtle hint that it might be time for me to move on, I can confidently say that EIT is resilient. We have evolved over decades, overcome countless challenges while staying committed to our students and our communities. You, our graduates, have faced your own share of challenges too. Many of you began your studies in the tail end of COVID-19, only to encounter the devastation of Cyclone Gabrielle. Despite these hurdles, you persevered. In fact, the Tertiary Education Commission's 2024 rankings placed EIT #1 in learner retention across all polytechs. This incredible achievement speaks volumes about your determination and the resilience of this institution. You didn't sign up for online learning or makeshift classrooms and temporary facilities across Napier and Hastings, yet you adapted. We didn't plan for such upheaval either, but through these adversities, the partnership between student and teacher, between you and us, was strengthened and solidified. Partnerships are essential for success. While lecturers play a vital role, I know many graduates here today would also credit the help of library staff who were there for last-minute APA referencing help, the IT support who reset passwords after 12 reminders were ignored, and the cafe staff that provided life-saving coffee before morning lecture after that hard night studying. Today we celebrate 1,787 graduates from EIT Hawke's Bay, who joined close to 3,200 other learners from all over EIT in 2024. From Waipukurau in the south to Ruatoria in the north, and across Auckland and offshore into the Cook Islands and China, our graduates embody the reach and impact of EIT's legacy. As you cross this stage, your academic journey may be concluding. But the connections and the partnerships you have forged among classmates, staff, and the wider networks will endure. Today is about celebration. Celebrate your hard work, your resilience, and your success. Don't be shy when you walk across this stage. This is your moment, and you should feel immensely proud. Everyone here, on the stage, in the audience, is applauding. Not just for the qualification you have gained, but for the journey that has brought you here. In addition to the hundreds here today, to witness your achievement. This event is being live streamed across New Zealand and around the world. So while you savour the moment, remember, in nearly 50 years of EIT, 50 years of EIT graduations, no one has ever tripped walking across the stage. No pressure, good luck. I will shortly invite the Assistant Head of School of Te Kura Ahumahi Matua, the School of Primary Industries, Mrs. Lisa Turnbull, to present the recipients of qualifications in the school, in her school. These will be presented to the Executive Dean of Te Manga Kaupapa Te Hokohoko Hangarau, the Faculty of Commerce and Technology, Mr. John West. But before I do, congratulations, you have made it. We, staff, family, friends, are all very proud of your achievement. Enjoy the moment as we celebrate with you your journey and the partnerships that have got you here. Noho oro mai rā, tēnā koutou katoa.
Mr. West, I have the honour to present the qualifications for Te Kura Ahumahi Matua, the School of Primary Industries. The New Zealand Diploma in Horticulture Production, post-harvest. Trixie Lee, Binkatok. Dylan Jordan Hokianga. Angela Lolo. Mr. West, that concludes the presentation of qualifications for Te Kura Ahumahi Matua. I would like to ask Mr. Gareth Allison, the Head of School for Te Kura Kaupapa Tāpoi Ringahora, to present the qualifications for tourism and hospitality.
Mr. West, I have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Kaupapa Tāpoi Ringahora, the School of Tourism and Hospitality. New Zealand Diploma in Tourism and Travel, Level 5, Chanpalika Haq. Abby Louise Mole. Laurel Roslyn June Olive. Katalina Jade Street. Mr. West, that concludes the presentation of qualifications in Te Kura Kaupapa Tāpoi, Ringahora, the School of Tourism and Hospitality. Head of School, Mr. Todd Rogers, will now present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Kaupapa, Ringarehe Hangarau, the School of Trades and Technology.
Mr. West, I now have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Kaupapa Ringarehe Hangarau, the School of Trades and Technology. The New Zealand Diploma in Architectural Technology, Catherine Nell. Stephen Gary Phillips. Hannah Beverly Stroud. Mr. West, that concludes the presentations of qualifications in the Kura Kaupapa Ringarehe Hangarau, the School of Trades and Technology. I'd now like to invite the Head of School, Ms. Sue Blackmore, who will now present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Mātai Waina, the School of Viticulture and Wine Science. Thank you.
Mr. West, I now have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Mātai Waina, the School of Viticulture and Wine Science. Bachelor of Viticulture and Wine Science, Reagan Francis Brunya. Casey Laura McIntosh. Casey is also awarded the EIT School of Viticulture and Wine Science Award for Academic Excellence in the Bachelor of Viticulture and Wine Science. Congratulations, Casey. Megan Alice Rollison. Derek Andrew Ross. Graduate Diploma in Enology, Catalina Pineros Osorio. Graduate Diploma in Wine Science, March Tressa Prenya Morano. Mr. West, that concludes the presentation of qualifications for my school. I now invite the Head of School, Dr. Sean Coyle, to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Ahuronga Ideas School to the Executive Dean of Te Maunga Kaupapa Mātauranga Ahurea Hauora, the Faculty of Education, Humanities and Health Science, Dr. Helen Ryan Stewart.
Dr. Ryan Stewart. I have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Ahu Taonga Ideas School. The New Zealand Diploma in Music, Level 5. Melchizedek Nation Ratnam. Maya Raukura Ropiha Ripia. Jade Zena Schofield McLean. New Zealand Diploma in Screen Production, Level 5, Fletcher Kyle Joel Birch. Bachelor of Creative Practice in Art, Elise Tierney Adamson. Kirkland James Craig. Oriane Marie de Lacy Tong. Mia Beryl Esther Markia McLeish. Abby Margaret Turner. Bachelor of Creative Practice in Design, Kayla Georgia Culver McShane. Madeline Layla Close. Natalia Jane Nicholson. Abigail Kirsten Pelling Oliver. Bachelor of Creative Practice in Screen Production, Conrad Pio Fredrickson. Harry Alexander Lawson. Taylor Louise Tepania. Dr. Ryan Stewart, that concludes the presentation of recipients of qualifications for my school. Kia ora.
Well, they've got a guy with a broken leg getting up and down. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates and honoured guests, it is my privilege to introduce today's guest speaker, Mr. Nigel Avery. Nigel is an Olympian and 5-time Commonwealth Games medalist, whose dedication has seen him represent New Zealand in athletics, bobsleigh and weightlifting. His accomplishments include gold and silver medals at the Manchester 2002 Commonwealth Games, a bronze at Kuala Lumpur in 1998, and he competed at the Sydney Olympics in 2000 in weightlifting. Nigel has also played a pivotal role off the field, serving as chef de mission for New Zealand's most successful Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in 2022 and Olympic Games in Paris in 2024. A strong advocate for athlete well-being and team culture, Nigel's leadership continues to inspire excellence within our sporting community. Based in Hawke's Bay with his wife Shelley and their 3 daughters, Nigel exemplifies the values of resilience, teamwork and community. Today he joins us to share his remarkable journey and insights that will surely resonate with our graduates as they step into their futures. Please join me in giving Mr. Nigel Avery a warm welcome.
Kia ora tātou. Good morning, everybody. And thank you for that introduction. That sort of wiped out the first part of my speech, so that's good. They say less is more. I was a bit directionally challenged this morning. I showed up at Toi Toi, which wasn't a great start for my day, but we managed to get here on time. But look, I guess firstly, just want to congratulate everybody in the front few rows on your achievements. You should be immensely proud, and I guess the wonderful part of this morning's celebration is hearing the celebration from your supporters and behind you. So we should be very, very proud of that. So I guess the reason why I'm here today, part of my backstory is that, and I guess the reason I'm really excited to be here is because this is my first ever graduation ceremony. As you can read in the program, I attended. It was ATI then. I studied accountancy. And I'm not sure either I was away or they didn't have them at that stage, but I just got my certificate in the mail. So you guys should be pretty happy about this. So I'm pretty happy to be part of this. So thank you very much for inviting me to speak. Yeah. So I guess my backstory, I was an accidental weightlifter. I started off as a child, being quite good at the sport of athletics. I broke a New Zealand under-18 record in the triple jump. It was only broken a couple of years ago, so that stood for quite some time, like 30-odd years. I got injured and it fell into the sport of bobsleigh. It was a shoulder tap sort of experience, didn't try out. It was just a word-of-mouth thing and went up to Calgary and turned out to be pretty good at that sport. You've seen Cool Runnings or heard of it. That's kind of what that is. It's probably the most, rewarding thing you can do with your pants on, I guess. It's pretty amazing. But I guess the training for athletics and for bobsleigh, I was pretty powerful and I did a lot of weightlifting type exercise, and I just accidentally fell into that sport and turned out to be reasonably good at it. As just mentioned, I won a few medals, and pinnacle really was competing at the Olympic Games. And I remember at the Olympic Games closing ceremony, I'm thinking, man, that's the end of my Olympic experience. What an amazing time I've had. But wind forward a few years, and to be given that chef de mission role was just quite amazing, an incredible privilege. And I guess the last event was in Paris, and what an amazing games. I mean, you'd have to be living in a cave somewhere not to realise just how well our team did. We equalled our best ever medal tally with 20, which was 3 years before in Tokyo. We exceeded our most number of goals. They were 10. It was 8 which we won in 1984. 8 of those gold medals were won by females. So good on you, ladies. But the stats that you may not be aware of is we took 200 people to those games. 45 came home with a medal around their neck. So even though we won 20 medals, if you take into account the team sports like rugby sevens, canoe, rowing and cycling, nearly 25% of our team came home with a pretty amazing piece of hardware. It was awesome. But the other statistic that really is amazing, and we're held up high in the world stage of Olympic nations, is that for the last 6 Olympiads, we've either exceeded or equaled our medal tally. 6 games in a row. So from my games in Sydney, we won 4 medals, only 1 gold, to 20. So we have people stopping us in the street, in the village street, going, how do you guys do it? Just a nation of 5 million people. So, we're pretty lucky. And I guess not everybody can stand on that podium as well as we did. We realise that. There's 200 athletes. We all can't stand on there. But we made sure we supported every one of them because each of those Olympians was striving for excellence for them. Just like I did my Olympic experience, I finished 19th on the day, well, actually 18th on the day, and 17th after the guy who took bronze tested positive for drugs. So for me, that was as well as I could do. So we support all of them. And look, we had some amazing success that didn't result in medals, but they're still amazing. We had 11 8th places. It's an Olympic diploma. 7 7ths, 5 6ths, 5ths, and the worst possible place you can finish at the Olympic Games, we had 5 4th placings. And some of them were just agonisingly close. So Erica Fairweather in the 400 metres freestyle, if the pool had been 401 metres, she would have got a medal. Hawke's Bay's own Amy Fisher, if that K1 500 had been K1 501 metres, she probably would have got second. And so those 2 athletes were understandably devastated and extremely upset with that placing, just to be that close to a medal. And they were just, absolutely devastated. But they had a choice. They could drop their lip and say, that's it, I'm done. I'm out of here, I'm finished. Or they could say, you know what? I'm going to carry on, I'm going to show you what I can do. Choice is an amazing thing to have. And so thankfully I can report both of those women have decided to carry on and show them what they can do. And so I'd like to mention a couple of other people in that same sort of sphere. So Zoe Hobbs and Finn Butcher, both Olympians. You think, why are you mentioning them? I mean, Finn, obviously, he won a gold medal. That's pretty amazing. Zoe, she got in the semi-final of the women's 100 metres. So for a New Zealand female athlete, or any sprinter, that is unbelievable, incredible. But the reason why I mention them is because they made a choice 4 years earlier when they weren't selected for the Tokyo Games. Their choice could have been, just like Erica and Amy, to say, well, bugger this, I'm going windsurfing, I'm out of here, I'm finishing. But they both chose to say, you know what, it's a pretty tough decision, but I'm going to show you, and look what they did. It's pretty amazing. But all of our athletes couldn't do it by themselves. So just like the supporters stand behind you, they had friends and family, their mentors and coaches, their national sporting organisations, the High Performance Sport New Zealand, and of course the New Zealand Olympic Committee. And our role is quite special. We only get the athletes for a very short period of time. So sometimes only days before the event. Obviously we have a lot of communication leading up to it. But so our job, I describe it as we polishing the diamond. So they come to us as diamonds and we want to make them shine. And we do that for a number of ways. Obviously, get the fundamentals right. We get them there, we give them a uniform, make sure they're fed and watered, get to the event on time. But some other soft things around there that we support them with. That's a whole new speech to go into that. But one of the key things is our bicultural element that we have as part of our team culture that really, really helps them to make sure they have a real sense of belonging to that team. Because if they arrive fit, healthy, they're well fed and they're nourished, they're feeling really good about themselves and they feel part of this New Zealand team, they're likely to perform much better. And we treat every one of them the same, whether they're going to stand on the podium or not. So who here has heard of the 10-year, 10,000 hour principle? So it goes like this, if you don't know. It takes 10 years or 10,000 hours of dedicated practice to be good at anything. So in this case, we're dealing with a whole lot of athletes, but you can extrapolate that to anything that you do. And so that's you guys. So for the Olympians, there's They're probably very deep into that 10,000 hours in 10 years, many of them beyond that. And so if you sit back and think to yourself, where do you sit along that scale? I'm talking to the people in the front row here. You've got your qualification. You're not there yet. And so Bruce said, you've done it. Well, you have in this part, but there's still a fair bit to go. And so, like those Olympians, you're going to need support for the next phase of your life's journey into your career. And so that's going to be clearly your family, your friends, your partner. Get yourself a mentor. You've got to embrace that support because, life's hard. It's going to take a bit because like the Olympians, they were stepped into sport's hotbed of competition. There is nothing greater than the Olympic Games. But you guys are stepping into an amazingly competitive thing called life. Look across the aisle from you, behind you, your classmates. You're competing with them to get a job. You're competing against the peers and the year groups ahead of you and the ones that will come behind. So you've got to make sure that you do your absolute best to excel in your chosen career, to make sure you get ahead. And so that could be being the most well-organised, showing up on time, being dedicated, smiling, making sure that you are a pivotal part of the organisation that you choose to go and belong in. And you should be shooting for excellence. And just like you can't be all Warren Buffetts or Elon Musks, maybe you don't want to be like Elon just at the moment. Just like the Olympians all can't stand on the podium, you can't all be the top of your field, but you can damn well be the most excellent for you. And that's what you should be striving for. Because right now, the world is your oyster. You have an amazing opportunity to go and excel in what you've chosen to do, or maybe it could be a different field. So grab that opportunity with both hands. Strive for excellence. Strive for the goals that you set yourself. Work hard and smart. And just like Erica and Amy, Zoe and Finn, there will be times where life is tough and it's not going to go all your way. But just like them, make the right choice. So kia kaha, kia maia, kia manua nui. Be strong, go well, and good luck.
Thank you, Nigel, for your inspiring and thought-provoking words. Your incredible journey and achievements, both on and off the global stage, are a testament to resilience, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. Your words today have left me, and I'm sure everyone present, motivated and encouraged to embrace challenges and strive for greatness in our own lives. Nigel said he took 200 athletes to the Olympics and 45 came back with medals. We've just brought 130 graduates to a graduation ceremony, and all are you going to walk away with qualifications. I think we've done better. A little while ago, in fact, it wasn't long after the last Olympics, the Paris Olympics, I heard Amy Fisher speak. And that woman at that time was crushed. Her dreams of an Olympic medal, beating Dame Lisa Carrington, were crushed in front of the world. Right? She's had to overcome challenges on a scale that maybe we'll never experience. But as I said in my opening remarks, the challenges that you've each overcome in your own lives to get to this point is an accomplishment, and you should be immensely proud of that. So on behalf of everyone here, I want to express our gratitude, Nigel, for taking the time to share your experience with us. Thank you for being part of this special occasion and for leaving us with a valuable insight that will resonate with our graduates as they embark on their next chapter. I now invite the head of school, Ms. Zach Anderson, to present the recipients of qualifications in Kura Kaupapa, Mataranga, Papori, the School of Education and Social Science.
Ryan Stewart. I have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Kura Kaupapa mā Tauranga Pāpori, School of Education and Social Sciences. Bachelor of Social Work, Tacey Lee Aitchison. Stephanie Marie Allen. Savannah Tefaya Hawkins-Rees. Tyler Cindy Ellen Hockard Tyndale. Emerina Gabrielle Ratima. Janika Charlotte Ann Redding. Bachelor of Social Work Honours, Tori Jade Bron with First Class Honours. Eftahia Carlos with First Class Honours. Beth Mary Parry with First Class Honours. Bachelor of Teaching, Early Childhood Education, Michael Andrew Collin. Michaela Estelle Minnie. Jahairi Jocelyn Whakahaere Moke. Brianna Rose Porter. Paige Elizabeth Thompson. and Emily Grace Welch. Bachelor of Teaching, Primary, Brooke Ashley Bairstow. Kate Louise Bruce. Olivia Grace Kakachi. Sydney Margaret Ann Crawford. Jasmine Bliss Hawthorne Gray. Ethan John Ian Hope. Hannah Hipura Hunt. Tori Putere Iosefo. Honore mo ngā tapu pire. Emma Jane Rowton. Michaela Sarah Sharp. Millicent Piper Simmons. Elizabeth Marie Somerville. Kayla Louise Stevens. Rebecca Letty Williams. Isaac Martin Winterson. Postgraduate Certificate in Professional Supervision. Aiste Beltramaitete. Sonia Teresa Paul. Te tohu pairara mō te aka whakaaro aro, Master of Professional Practice. Te tohu pairara mō te aka whakaaro aro, Master of Professional Practice with merit, Mabel Jean Aiolupotia. Congratulations. Mabel's research abstract is titled A Cook Island Perspective on Inclusive and Collaborative Leadership. Te tohu pairua mō te aka whakaaro aro, Master of Professional Practice with distinction, Andrea Leone Driver. Andrea's research abstract is titled, There is no I in team, but there is in relationships and leadership, leading with self-awareness. Dr. Ryan Stewart, I have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications in Te Wharetiaki Kararehe Centre for Veterinary Nursing. New Zealand Diploma in Veterinary Nursing Level 6, Madison Elizabeth Bocock. Taylor Grace Falconer. Connor Damien Zavannaville Gaffey Mansfield. Molly June Ruby Gordon. Kate Lynn Hastings. Brooke Henricks. Michaela Luan Vanna. Dana Grace Walker Berry. Bachelor of Veterinary Nursing. Alana Joy Bird. Kelsey Lee Dennett. Elaine Pring Drayton. Aoife Georgina Everton. Kaylee Zan Govenda. Kate Boyd Hegarty. Iana Glaudina McLean. Anna Kim McConnell. And Andrea Jane Piper. Dr. Ryan Stewart, that concludes the presentation of qualifications for my school. I now invite Ms. Pariputi Nuku, the Po Arataki Head of School, to present the recipients of qualifications into Urangawaka Te Whatukura School of Māori Studies.
Kia kunui, kia kurahi tēnā rautu koutou katoa I tēnei ata. Dr. Ryan Stewart, I have the honour to present the recipients of qualifications into Urangawaka Te Whatukura School of Māori Studies. Te pokai rua reo rumaki te kaupai rima, New Zealand Diploma in Te Reo Māori Level 5. No pire tānia, tēnei wahine heo anō I whānau mai ia I Waihopai. I tipu ake ia I raro I te maunga o Taranaki I te taha hoki o te awa o Wai Whakaiho. Kore muera te waka o tōna mama, ko tō tōna ingoa whānau, ko Ngāti Tau te iwi. Whakanui a ko Sonia Denise Aiwhai.
I te whiwhinga ke te o te mataranga. Ko te ke te tuahuri, ko te ke te tuatea, ko te ke te aro nui. Ka tahi ka hora, ki te ao kiko, ki te ao huri, ki o tātou tifuna. Ka haere taura, here ngā tangata, o te aho a mai e. Lagu
whanganui atara ko rua pehu ngā maunga, ko Waingo Nguro, ko whanganui ngā awa, ko Taki Timu, ko Aotea ngā waka, ko Waimarama, ko Parikino ngā marae, ko Ngāti Kahungunu, ko te ati haunui a Pāpārangi ngā iwi, ko Tūro Haronga rawa ko Eka Erita o nā mātua, nau mai, piki mai, Pānia Hira Haronga. Ko Puke Amaru me whetu matarai ngā maunga, ko Karaka Tūwhero te awa, ko Pikitanga, ko Hine Rupe, ko Hine Mauria hoki ngā marae, ko Harauta te waka, ko te whānau a kahu te hapu, ko Ngāti Parau te iwi, haramai rā, Catherine Ihaia. Ko Puki Tapu te maunga, ko Ngaru Roro mo ko Tuararo ki Rangatira te awa, ko Karukaru te kaitiaki, ko Tākitimu te waka, ko Ngāti Kahungunu te iwi, ko Ngāti Hinemani manu, ko Ngai te upoko i ngā hapu, ko Māhu te marae, whakatata mai rā koe Tania Marie Kupa. Maua o te maunga, ko Wairo te awa, ko Tauranga te moana, ko Tākitimu te waka, ko Ngāti Ranginui te iwi, ko te kahu te hapu, ko Wairo te marae, haramai rā, Kelly Deanna Marsh. Ka huri tātou ki te tohu nei te whakaungungutanga o ngā tairo a Kupe, the Bachelor of Arts Māori. Ko hikurangi te maunga, ko o tātara te pātū watawata, ko tūtai kuri te awa, ko Tākitimu te waka, ko Waiohiki te marae, ko Hau te ananui te whare tipuna, ko Tariha te moana nui te tangata, ko Ngāti Rangi ka mangingu te hapu. Whakanuia ko CJ Adam Piniha. Ko hikurangi, ko tāwhirirangi ngā maunga, ko waiapu, ko mohaka ngā awa, ko harauta, ko takitumu ngā waka, ko rākairoa, ko tuhemata ngā hapu, ko rongo haere, ko waipapa I iwi ngā marae, ko Ngāti Parau, ko Ngāti Pāhau wera ngā iwi. Whakapiri mai, whakatata mai rā, au Paul Germain, Horsfield, te aho.
Ana e puti puti ma ku koe gato e me mea ko koe taku tōtuma pirawa ki tēnei umae. Love you, Oaks.
Ko rongo marairoa, ko matawika, ko kahungunu, ko te kie ngā marae, ko Ngāti Kere, ko Ngai Toroe Waho, ko Rākai Pāka, ko te whānau a Rākairoa, ngā hapu, whakaiki mai rā Alia Chakaya Ahuru Mowai Hutana. Ko waiapu, ko kie, ko ngaruroro moko tuararo ke rangatira, ko tuki ngā awa, ko tapu tā pātia, ko hinerupe, ko te kie, ko waipatu ngā marae, ko te whānau marama, ko te whānau a hinerupe, ko te whānau Rākairoa, ko Ngāti Hinemoa, ko Ngāti Hori, ko Ngāti Hāwe, ngā hapu, ko Pori Mākia, ko Ngāti Parau, ko Ngāti Kahungunu, ngā iwi, nau mai, piki mai, Leanne Marie Makia. Leanne is also awarded the Robin Albert Award for all-round achievement to their studies in the Bachelor of Arts Māori. Mai maki tū ki Tongariro, hoki whakararo ki te tai tokerau, whakate uru ki kaipara, whakate rāwhiti ki whāngarei, Kia tae whakateraki ki muri whenua. He uri tēnei no te aroa, no Ngāti Whātua, no Ngāti Hau, no Ngāti Kahu. Piki mai, kake mai rā, Elijah Rogers. Elijah is also awarded the Mai Mai Aroha Award for Leadership in the Bachelor of Arts Māori. Dr. Ryan Stewart, that concludes the presentations of recipients of qualifications in my kura. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian. Valedictory is the anglicised derivation of the Latin word meaning to say farewell, and is given as the last presentation of a graduation ceremony by a graduate who represents the whole graduating student body. Today's valedictorian is Elijah Rogers, a graduate of the Bachelor of Arts Māori, who was born in South Auckland and raised in many communities from South Auckland to the far north. He is the second eldest of 6 siblings. Though raised in Te Ao Māori, it wasn't until later in life that Elijah began truly engaging with its depth. In an environment where opportunity is scarce, he taught himself to speak and understand Te Reo Māori. This not only deepened his connection to the language, but also opened a richer understanding of the cultural world it carries. Elijah's academic journey, like so many others, wasn't without its challenges. While navigating life after incarceration and adjusting to academic study, he drew on his commitment, determination and the tautoko from his whānau kaiako and hua akonga. All of these moments have carried him here to this point today, graduating with his Bachelor of Arts in Māori. Speaking on behalf of the graduating class for 2024, please welcome back onto the stage Elijah Joseph Taiaro Rogers.
Kei aku rātā tike, kei aku tōtara haimata, kei aku kaikatea tū mahuta I te nehe nui. Tēnei au e whātoro atu rā ngā mihi whakamānoa ki a koutou kua taimai nei ki te tautoko i tēnei kaupapa whakahirahira, ki te whakanui i enei ākonga kua raukura tia i tēnei rā. Tēnei tāku e tukatu ki a koutou. I tēnei wā, i te whakaaro au, kei wareware aku kupu Māori ki ngā taringa kaori i te mōhio, ka huri taku reo ki te reo Pākehā kia mōhio ai te katoa. Ka pai. Hello. I thought I'd do some funny thing and be like, I have a dream. But I'll just go straight to the koho, eh? For the last few days, I was unsure exactly how I was going to deliver this kōrero. Our Māori ancestors had a gift of weaving life into kōrero and kōrero into legacy. Today, I will carry on that tradition by sharing a pūrākau with you. Life is an ocean, vast, unpredictable and ever-changing. I stand before you today as someone who has sailed through storms, been caught in relentless currents, and finally found steady ground. Our journeys may have been different, yet the tides of challenge and resilience have carried us all to this moment. Just over 10 years ago, I was served with a 19-year sentence. My course was altered, swept into the dark waters of prison, where time slowed and hope flickered like a distant lighthouse. In those years, I sat in there for 7.5 years, but in those years, I sat in communion with my tupuna. I listened to their whispers, reminding me of the strength within. They spoke of redemption and a voyage that still lay ahead. I came to understand that I was not lost, I was simply adrift, waiting for the winds of change to fill my sails once more. And in those winds, I rediscovered myself. I reclaimed the language of my ancestors and embraced the lens through which my tupuna saw the world. The reo that had once felt distant now surged through me like a rising tide, reclaiming its rightful place. Now I was forced to confront the currents that had led me there, the storms of my past and the depth of my choices. But in their solitude, I found something unexpected: clarity, purpose, a renewed sense of self. Now, with everything that's going on in Aotearoa today, I've been advised to refrain from any political statements. And I will honour that. But I know that standing here today, one sentenced to 19 years, speaking to you as valedictorian, and also receiving a degree in Te Reo Māori me ona tikanga, my presence alone may be seen as one. If it is, let it be known, this is not rhetoric, this is my simple truth. A truth born of struggle, sustained by culture, and carried here on the strength of wairua, whānau, and tino rangatiratanga. On this day 3 years ago, I stood on the edge of two worlds, granted parole, but not yet free. The tide had already begun turning, yet the shore still felt so far away. Then just over a month later, and I will never forget the date, May 15th, 2022, ka puta au ki te whaiao ki te ao marama. I stepped forward into the world of light. Not just released from confinement, but from the disconnection that once held me back. And as I emerged, there she stood waiting to greet me, was my wife. Hers were the arms I first returned to. Her embrace was the first warmth I felt outside the walls. In that moment, I knew my path had been corrected. She has been my anchor when the winds howl, and is my anchor and is my compass when I drift. She uprooted her life so I could navigate mine anew. Therefore, this moment is not mine alone, it is ours. E taku tau, kei te pūhake tonu te puna o te aroha mō, e kore rawa e mimiti noa. 2 months later actually, I arrived at EIT. Te ahoa Māui, not as a prisoner, but as a navigator of my own future. Like my ancestors before me, I cast myself into unfamiliar seas, and as the name suggests, Te Uranga Waka became my landing place. A harbour where I could finally step forward with purpose It was here I truly understood the meaning and the wisdom of ka mate kai ngā tahi, ka ora kai ngā rua. It was at this place I could reclaim my identity, rebuild my sails, and set my course. And in doing so, I found a new whānau, a new kāinga, a new marae. Ara ko te ara o tāwhaki tērā. There te reo was more than words, it was the tide that pulled us together, the current that connected us all. There I was not alone, we were a fleet, learning, rising together. For no voyage of sails alone. So as I speak on behalf of the student body of 2024, like the ocean, this journey has tested us all. It has pushed us and shaped us. Regardless of race, colour or creed, the tides of learning have been relentless. Long nights of study, moments of doubt, and the crashing waves of failure. But we have also known the calm of success, the steady winds of progress, and the deep waters of knowledge that have carried us here today. To our teachers who have guided us, or who guided us like stars, pushing us to think deeper, speak stronger, and stand taller. Tēnei au ka mihi ki a koutou ngā whetutaki aho. A ko koutou e whakatīnana nei I ngā wawata o rātou tonu ko wheturangitia. No reira tēnei au ka mihi. To our families who held space for us through those moments of doubt, your belief in us has been our anchor. Ahakoa ngā piki, ahakoa ngā heke. Ka noho tonu koutou hei toka tūmoana ki a mātou. And to our friends, our study partners, our steadfast crew, you were the paddlers beside us, steadying the waka when the waters grew rough. The voices that encouraged us when we felt adrift, and wānanga, over kōrero, and in quiet moments, we carried each other forward. Tu te ahoa Māui, Hawke's Bay, tu te uranga waka o tira kia te arawa tāwhaki. Ka pēhea au e whakapuakina nei ngā mihi, e kore e tāia. Equally, I stand here because of the love of my family. To my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, who became the steady hands that held my children when I could not. Kore rawa aku mihi e pahawa noa. Because of yous, my children thrived. To my two tamariki, Jodeci and Brooklyn, my beating heart, my guiding stars, in the darkest waters, thoughts of you were the light I steered towards. All that I have overcome and all that I strive for carries your name in its wake. Now, ahead of us, the horizon stretches wide. Some of us will chart courses as teachers, leaders, creators, guardians of knowledge. Some will carry forward the echoes of our voices so they may never fade. Wherever we go, let us take with us the wisdom of our tupuna and the fire of our passion, as well as the lessons forged in these waters. Knowledge is our vessel. May we carry it forward with strength and purpose. I have found my way back to Kama waters. Proof that peace can be reclaimed. And when we sail together, no ocean is too vast, no storm is too great, and no dream too distant. As we stand on the edge of what comes next, I want to leave you with this karakia. A traditional Māori prayer once spoken by my tupuna Nuku Tawhiti as he entered into the Hokianga harbour. It's a call to calm the tides, to part the waves of uncertainty, and to guide us safely into the future. May it steady us as it did those before us. E kau ki te taie, e kau ki te taie. E kau rā e tāne wāhi atu rā tengaru huka huka o Marereiau. Au piki atu te aurere kura o tautaurangi. Tapatapa ruru ana te kakau o te hoi. E au heke ana, e tara tutu ana ki te huka o Tangaroa. I te puhi whatukura, i te puhi marei kura o tōku waka. Piki tūrangi ana te kakau o te hoi. Kūmea te uru o tōku waka ki runga I te kiri wawai o Papatua Nuku e takoto mai nei ki runga I te uru tapunui a tāne e tūnei. Whati rua na te hoi a paupoto, tauake ki te hoi nā kura. E ari ki whatu manawa ko tō manawa e kura ki tōku manawa. Ka irihia ki wai o nuku, ka irihia ki wai o rangi. Ka whiti au ki te au mārama, tupu kere, tupu wana, hara mai te toki, haumi e, hui e, taiki e. EIT Hawke's Bay, class of 2024, steady your course, raise your sails, sail boldly, we have risen, we have conquered, and our journey has only just begun. Kia ora tātou.
Kia ora, Elijah. That was impressive, to say the least. Very, very impressive. You may have noticed that Elijah was the last graduate to cross the stage, and no offence to those that guys went first, but that's what you call saving the best till last. As we bring this remarkable graduation ceremony to a close, I want to take a moment to celebrate not only your accomplishments, but also the journey that brought you to this pivotal moment. Today is the culmination of years of hard work, growth, and determination. Each of you has overcome challenges, mastered skills, and built connections that will serve you well into the years ahead. As Nigel Avery's story revealed, success is as much about lessons learned along the way as it is about the milestones we reach. You have demonstrated the resilience, teamwork, and commitment that will carry you into the next chapter of your life. I want to also reflect on the stories that highlight the real-world impact of education and experiences gained here at EIT. Elijah, today's valedictorian, stands as a powerful example of how learning and community can transform lives. His journey from rebuilding his life to graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Māori is testament to self-motivation, the support of whānau, and the importance of belonging. Now, Elijah, teaching te reo Māori and sharing his craft as a carver, he embodies the values of growth and giving back that define the EIT spirit. Similarly, I'm sure many of our graduates today are already making positive contributions in their chosen careers, in their communities, and for their whānau. I was fortunate to meet one such individual very recently, Sanjana, a nursing graduate who will walk across this very stage this afternoon. During my less than graceful adventure in breaking my leg, Sanjana was there as a consummate professional, ensuring my dignity remained intact even if my coordination didn't. Her work as a nurse exemplifies the compassion. Her working as a nurse exemplifies how EIT graduates are stepping into the world equipped with the knowledge and compassion to make a meaningful difference, whether in healthcare, education, business, or any other field. You have the potential to leave a lasting impression on the communities and beyond. As you sit here today, take pride in what you have achieved. Reflect not just on the hard work that brought you here, but the friendships and networks that you have built, the challenges you've overcome, and the knowledge and perspectives you've gained. Know that you're now equipped not just to succeed in your chosen path, but to make a positive impact in the lives of others, whether as mentors, advocates, leaders, or innovators. Like Elijah, like Sanjana, you are well prepared to navigate the world, to help your whānau and uplift your communities. This year marks an important milestone for EIT, 50 years of empowering and serving our communities. It's a legacy you are now part of, and we are proud to count you among the graduates who will shape the future. As Mr. Avery highlighted, success is not only about personal achievement, but also the role we play in creating strong teams, fostering well-being, and building a better world. Carry these values with you as you embark on this next chapter. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the tremendous dedication of our staff, who continue to be the backbone of EIT success. Year after year, they are recognised by our students as the driving force behind their achievements. Their commitment, passion, and belief in your potential have helped you reach this moment, and we are deeply grateful for all they do. Graduates, the future is yours to shape. Go forth with confidence, knowing you are well prepared to meet the challenges ahead, equipped to give back, and ready to make extraordinary contributions to your communities and beyond. Take the values of resilience, teamwork, and service that you have honed here at EIT and let them guide you toward a life filled with purpose and impact. Congratulations once again to all of you. You are the bright futures that we celebrate today. Go out into the world and shine. I now invite Machu Eru, our kaumātua, to close today's graduation ceremony with karakia.
Kia nui tātai. Nō reira mā te māri a te atua kore nei tāi te whakaro e tia ki o tātou nā kau o tātou hine nara. Nō reira kia mau kia u kia tātou te mana kia te atua kaharawa. A te matua, te tama, te wairua tapu. Ai e nei, a ke tonu atu. Amen. We're going to sing now. E2, so we're going to have the anthem, national anthem. And while we're doing that, we are going to vacate. We're going to walk out.
Ladies and gentlemen, could you please stand for the singing of the national anthem? At the conclusion of the anthem, please remain standing while the official party, staff, and graduates leave the theatre. We would like to thank you for your support and attendance of the graduation ceremony today. Taku wahine pūrotu, taku tāne pūrotu, kōrua ko te tau e.